Hello, just want to show you really some key things in filling out the residential offer to purchase the WB-11. And I'm going to break this down in a couple parts. I'm going to assume that you didn't fill out, whether you're using dot loop or zip forms, you didn't fill out the cover sheet because some of this will be pre-filled if you did. Otherwise you can just do it in the document. So line one, the licensee drafting the offer on, and I'm just going to type in today's date. So May 1st, 2018 is an agent for the buyer, an agent for the seller, listing broker, an agent of the buyer or seller. You always got to make sure that two of the three of these are struck. Now, in order to do that here, I think I have to go over here to more and I can hit strikeout. And I'm going to say that I'm an agent of the buyer, which means I do have a signed buyer agency. So I'm going to highlight the other two sections and go back and hit strikeout so that they're struck. The buyer's name, just typing in that. There's not a second buyer in this example, so there it's John Smith. And it goes on then to say offers to purchase a property known as, let's put 123 Main Street. And it's in the, let's say it's in the village of, oh, let's say it's Belleville. And it's not quite in Greene County, so it's in Dane County. So that's the top part. Purchase price. Now here, if the best way to do this is just type in the box here whatever the number is. So let's say they want to offer 255, and if I click through that, then you can see it typed in the right amount. Earnest money. Now, if I'm not going to get earnest money at the time of drafting the offer, which I never recommend, I think it's always better to do it after the acceptance of the offer. In order to fill in a box that has a number tied to it, if I hit the space bar, do you see how that turned green? And I can put not applicable, whoops, NA in that one, and then I'm going to say an earnest money of X will be mailed or delivered. And so let's say in this case they're going to do $3,000. And I'm going to say within so many days of acceptance, and to give yourself a little bit of time, I would say probably 3 days of acceptance is good. And it says to the listing broker or blank. So it's saying that it's going to be delivered directly to the listing broker, unless for some reason, let's say it's a limited service listing. There are some companies out there that don't maintain their own trust accounts. So then you would say delivered to Keller Williams because we would hold it in our trust account. In this case, so we're going to say that that's not the case. So I'm just going to put NA in that box too. It just says a balance of the earnest money or balance of the purchase price will be paid at time of closing. Now, included in the purchase price would be those fixtures. Here's the thing I would always have you do is go and read the definition of fixture. It's on one of the templated pages. But typically what we'd see would be refrigerator, stove slash oven. It's a range, I guess. Let's say it's a built-in microwave. Water softener, let's be clear about that one because in some cases water softeners are rented. And so if you put it in here, then it's included in the purchase price. If it's listed on the MLS data sheet and it's not in the offer, then it's not included in the what's agreed to. So you always want to double check and make sure you're including that. And then if there's something that to be excluded, so let's say that the seller said exclude the dining room light fixture, ceiling fixture, I'd say, right? So that's the exclusion. Then this took us down, talks about acceptance, and it talks about binding acceptance. And that's how long we're going to give the seller to accept this offer as written. Now, here's the key. That's not a response time. That's if they are to accept the offer as it was written, what time length they've got in order to do that, sign it, and get it returned back to you. So let's say today's May 1st. So it's a little fast market. So we're going to say tomorrow, and you could actually at let's see. I'm gonna say at 12 noon. Now you don't have to, um, but again, I just want to show you that you can always add into there besides dates. You can add text as well. Delivery of the documents and notices talks about how delivery can be done. Seller's recipient for delivery and buyer's recipient. Now I might make myself. Let's see. Let's make Joe Realtor for the seller and me for the buyer since I'm the buyer's agent. It talks about fax being acceptable. If you don't check it, it's not included. Commercial delivery, I am going to include. I'm not going to do U.S. mail. That means they could drop it in the mail, and then however long it takes to get to you is what it takes. I am going to do email though, and so email is there, and then I'm going to put in email address. Uh, so that's the listing agent, and then I'm going to put in mine, and that's page one. So that takes care of the first page of the offer itself. So just watch for the next video and I'll show you how to take care of the next set of pages. Thanks for watching this and good luck with your offers.